I've been joined in studio now by National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party, Salam Mustafa. You're welcome to ChannelOne News.
Thank you very much, Umaru.
It must have been a very busy day for you, running operations in Accra and also Ashanti region at the same time.
Sure. It's been an interesting day.
How difficult or easy was it to get bail for Mr. Kumi today?
These issues are not easy or not issues. They are very emotional issues. But first of all, let me say a very big thank you to the NIB for making Adenta Kumi very popular and famous today. Free of charge. He didn't pay a dime for the popularity that they've given him. I think that there's no amount of money my brother Adenta Kumi could pay for this free popularity that they've given him. If he were arrested on criminal charges, then it will bother us. But once it is frivolous and trumped up, then you would understand that there is no value in it. And I, shudder to think how one of the primus, and finest security apparatus in this country that we all cherish and revere so much, the NIB has been reduced to a political, pawn for the government to, as it were, go after political opponents.
For trying to punish people who have allegedly engaged in wrongdoing.
If people do wrong, they should be punished. But when they do wrong, there's no need to punish. In the case of Adenta Kumi, it is clearly a case of political persecution, because his whole crime is he has put a petition before His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana in disagreement with the committee that is investigating the suspension or otherwise the removal of the Chief Justice. That's all. The same process that was used to get the Chief Justice suspended is the same process that another citizen of the land has used to, vent out, his spleen, only for him to face opprobrium by the oppressive powers of the state. And we keep asking ourselves, is this the democracy that we are all building? I mean, the fledgling democracy that we have all strived to build in the last 30 or so years. Is this how a civilized society is going to operate? That a very lawful process is rather, turned upside down on the person who is following the due course of the law. So we are, certain, and we have been very clear in our minds that following the entire story, from discussions with the lawyers, from he himself, there was no way that whatever he has published, that false publication, goes beyond misdemeanor. And how any serious state apparatus, security apparatus, in the mold of NIB would follow someone for false publication is really mind-boggling.
It borders on intelligence and national security when you allege that the persons like the Supreme Court justices were engaging in an overt meeting to address issues that are supposed to be done in private. That is a
Umaru,
problem.
if I pull post people in the NDC have made, some judge has written about the Chief Justice and the judiciary, you will marvel that he walked free in this country without any malign.
He didn't say there was a secret meeting that happened.
You don't have to say, but when you call them gangsters and so on and so forth.
We've seen the video at the restaurant. Is that really what your party members are hinging on?
We did not release that video. It came from, whichever source it did. And by whatever coincidence, the very people who are involved in it, somehow, somewhat, by some great coincidence, all walk into one same restaurant that they are all going to eat.
That's normal. Accra is a small place.
I understand it's a small place. That is why conspiracy is also a very minute thing to happen at every small place.
Conspiracy without any evidence is bogus.
Well, you can say so. At the end of the day, the person has made a petition to His Excellency the President. And mind you, he's not the first person challenging the constitution of that committee. He's not the first person.
Okay.
So if people have already raised objections to the committee, it's up to us to, especially the president, to listen or not. But to go further, where Umaru, the indecency of it, a young man with his wife and mother, picked up, they wouldn't even allow him to dress decently, picked up in shorts and taken away, I think is the height of insensitivity.
Talking about him being a young man, which means he's a member of your group, the
yes,
youth
yes,
wing.
he's my man.
There's a view that you couldn't marshal your people to go and give him solidarity. No free Kumi, no youth action there today.
There's something that I want everybody to understand. It's not all the time you see us come, you know, in droves. This morning...
You don't have the men.
If you want us to put 10,000, 100,000 people on the street, we can. And I'm sure the demonstration we did proves that we can put numbers on the street at any given time. One of the things we sought to do today, especially in discussion with leadership, was not necessarily to bring mass people there. If we want to put numbers, Adenta has over 100,000 people.
So what's the strategy not to do that?
Today, our strategy was to go and ensure that we are absolutely sure that what you have picked the young man for, you do not have any evidence to keep him.
Before we go, let's talk about Chairman Kumi. He also had his own issues there. Again, national security operatives, seen them knocking on his gate. They wanted to take him out.
It is sad that for an attorney general who has only specialized in nolle prosequi, and since he came, all he has achieved is nolle prosequi, that under their tenure, all we are seeing is the persecution of NPP people. Today, NPP people are being treated like second-class citizens in this country. I think that His Excellency the President should be worried that the nation, the peaceful country that has been given him to govern, to set his agenda of reset that he has promised all of us, today is being turned into a charade, that people are chased in their own homes with gun-wielding, trigger-happy operatives come without any regard and respect to you and your family, will bang at your door, break them if they will, in pursuit of nothing. I think the president should be worried. I don't think that the people of Ghana voted the NPP out for the NDC to come in and start misbehaving in the manner that they are. And I think that for all of you, the media, every Ghanaian should be worried. Today they are doing it to NPP people. Some people feel happy. Umaru, the next time it might be journalists. Today they are going after the judiciary. Next time, these same operatives that are trigger happy today, wielding heavy weaponry, going after people, you don't know when power will change. And I keep telling them, look, when politicians are playing their games, civil servants, security people, get out of it. Leave the politicians to play their game. Immediately you become pawns for them. Remember, no political party would be in office forever. And that you may be a subject for people to come after when tables turn. And that's why I am very careful in how I deal with fellow men. And I don't think that the spectacle we are seeing is good for the international community, it's good for the democracy we are trying to build, and it's good for the NDC itself, the NDC government itself, that has a very lucky person to be occupying the seat of the presidency in the person of John Dramani Mahama to be doing. I don't think so.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
That's Salam Mustafa. He is National Youth Organizer of the New Patriotic Party. Now, the Agona Swedro